Well. Tom Hardy is definitely going to be Eddie Brock for three more movies, and honestly, I can't wait to see that, man. It's gonna be pretty dope. So, if you guys haven't heard, Tom Hardy has signed on to do a trilogy of Venom movies, and honestly, I look forward to each and every single last one of them. And I believe that these could actually be his last movies that he ever does. The reason why I say that is because he expressed some time ago that he's actually fed up and well not fed up, but he's actually done with acting. So this Venom trilogy actually could be his very last set of films. I hope they aren't, but if they are, then I'm pretty sure he's gonna go out with a bang. I wouldn't blame him if he did, honestly. But anyway, Venom star Tom Hardy, who plays Eddie Brock and the titular symbiote, is under contract for three movies as the character, as for right now. Superhero franchises have become the new normal in Hollywood. Actually, though, they kind of always been the new normal. The only problem is uh, these damn companies just thought it was a bunch of fucking fanfare, nerdy shit, geeky shit. So until they realized that, hey, you can make a lot of money off this actually. So here we are, present day. But anyway, and part of securing the longevity of a series about a particular hero is locking in the actor for a long-term contract. A three-movie contract is relatively standard, though. Many stars of the MCU signed on to that franchise for upwards of 5 to 7 films or more. Now, with Sony Pictures attempting to launch a superhero universe based on the Marvel Comics characters, to which they own the movie rights, it makes sense for the studio to sign their actors to contracts for multiple movies. Sony will launch their latest Marvel venture later this year with the release of Ruben Fleischer's Venom, which stars Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. However, the movie also features actors bringing fellow comic book characters to life, like Michelle Williams and Wang, aka She Venom. Oh, that's gotta be. I hope that doesn't end up being really creepy. And reportedly, Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yo, we finally get to see Cletus Cassidy. We finally get to see Carnage. Oh, that's gonna be some dope ass shit. And quite frankly, my own personal opinion, I feel like Carnage is way worse than Venom, honestly. Carnage just is just completely off the fucking rails. Like, he gives no fucks. If you haven't read any of Carnage's comics, you know this to be a fact. But anyway, as I was saying, after Venom, Sony has a number of other projects in the works, including Black Cat and Silver Sable movies, which I've actually did a video on some time ago. I have to look forward to see if it's still up. I'm probably most likely will put that video in the comments back. In the description box below. Sorry for the stutter. Morbius, the Living Vampire, and others. And I did a video on that too. So I'll definitely have to look for those pretty soon. But since the studio is launching their own series of superhero movies, it seems they've planned for the longevity of this new franchise, as they should be. In an interview with Total Film Magazine, Hardy was asked about future movies focused on Venom following the anti-hero's origin story in this year's film. Although Hardy reveals he's contracted for three movies, he also insists that any follow-ups to Venom will depend on how well the first movie does in terms of response. Hardy said, and I quote, "I'm open to whatever you want to do with it. We've signed up for three of them. So it's very much an open case. We'll see what people's responses are to it. I think it's an awesome character. I love playing both of them. It's an amuse bouche, and for Sony, it's the Venomverse launched in isolation, as it were. We all prepped for it to be a standalone universe. So, whatever Sony wants to attach to it at a later date is a fulcrum piece. But let's see what happens when it lands. And I look forward to it, I really do. Plus, it's within my birthday month. I mean, bruh, perfect timing. As previously stated, a three-movie contract is fairly regular, not only for super movies, but any film that's looking to kick off a series. But the studio will choose to complete the series and have the actor fulfill their contract, however, is another matter. While it seems every actor in the MCU will eventually fulfill their contracts, and Robert Downey Jr. even renegotiated his for additional appearances, that isn't always the case. The cast for 21st Century's Fox 2005 Fantastic Four movie was contracted for three movies. The studio ended up deciding to conclude the series after two. So, just because Hardy is contracted for three Venom movies doesn't necessarily mean Sony will actually make 3 or more Venom movies. Still, the buzz surrounding the film is good so far. It's good so far, with fans reacting positively to the trailers for Venom and additional looks Hardy as Eddie Brock. Plus, Venom director Fleischer already has plans for a sequel, and according to Harrelson, they'll include more of his character. According to reports, Harrelson appears as Cletus Cassidy at the end of Venom, setting up Carnage as the main villain for a potential sequel. And that's when we'll possibly see, at least that's what I hope. This is what I hope, that we'll see Tom Holland's Spider-Man team up with Tom Hardy's Venom to take on Carnage, just like in the comics. But then anyway, whether that turns out to be the case remains to be seen. But although Venom is said to tell the titular anti-hero's origin story, there seems to be plenty in film that can be mined for future movies. It's unclear yet if Venom will receive a sequel, but with the Hardy contracted for additional movies, it seems Sony is planning for many more adventures of the fan-favorite Marvel anti-hero. Perhaps one day he'll even cross over with the MCU for a fight against Tom Holland's Spider-Man. There you go. Key release dates. This is to be marked on calendars, y'all. Venom is scheduled in theaters October 5th, 2018. Man, I cannot wait. This has been your boy, Schaefer Speaks. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be updated whenever I drop a video. If you guys have any requests, as always, make sure you guys put them in the comment section below. They're always welcome. They always will be. This has been your boy, Schaefer Speaks, man. I love y'all. God bless. Sorry for the grouchy voice. I'm pretty tired. I'm actually about to get ready to go to bed. So God bless you all and have a good night.